All right, welcome to the Griddle Guys, where tonight, we're not griddling, all right? We are making something pretty unique though, a nice low carb appetizer. This is super easy to make. It's got a low carb little trick to it. So that looks like your typical pinwheel, right? We've all had these parties. As an appetizer, typically a wrap with some ham and cheese or some turkey in it. In this case, that wrap that you see is actually chicken breast. You want one?
You said breast.
Stick around, we'll show you how we make them. We'll be right back. All right, so here's the ingredient rundown, guys. There are 3 main ingredients, and they are Genoa Salami, right here, get a lot of it. Provolone cheese, this is mild. You can do mild or sharp.
You know it's gonna be good.
That was corny. That was a dad joke. All right, so here's the thing with the cheese. Normally, like on all our videos, right, we say you can swap out the cheese for what you want. In this case, you kind of want to stick with provolone just because the provolone has a higher melting temperature, right? So if you use like mozzarella or the Mexican cheese, it's gonna melt and spread out of your chicken because we're stuffing the cheese in the chicken. So stick with provolone or, you know, at your own risk. Couple of chicken breasts, I get 2. It goes a long way. If you do more than 2, you're gonna have a ton of these things. So that's the basics, right, for ingredients. Now, to dress this up a little bit, because we gotta fancify it, right? Gonna make it a little fancy, because these, as cute and pretty as they look, they could look a little cuter. What do you guys think?
I don't know what you mean by cuter, but okay.
All right, in any case. So for that, we have some fresh flat leaf parsley and some fresh basil and a little pepperoncini. So for seasoning, you're gonna need fresh cracked black pepper and dry oregano. And these guys gotta get to work now because I've already made this 3 times, testing it for you guys, and I'm sick of making it. So you guys are up.
All right, Jeff, you're up.
I like how simple it is.
Go pound the meat. Go pound the meat.
He's a pro at that.
Yeah.
He is a pro at it.
Get on
I'm
it.
gonna need gloves,
Yeah.
a stethoscope, and Nate's put me to work as usual. He wants me to slice these in half.
And Nate's gonna pull the
You know
raw
what's
ingredients.
killing him not to trim the fat off this, right?
I know it is.
It's killing him.
So you want to get this as close to the middle as possible.
For anyone who doesn't know, Jeff trims all of the fat off of
Everything.
Chicken thighs.
chicken thighs. It takes him like 15, 20 minutes per thigh.
These are not chicken thighs, but he does do it. That's a good fillet. Nice job.
All right, so we got the fillets there. I need a bag.
Bag.
Nice.
So be careful.
Catch.
We want these.
As I'm swinging a knife around to catch it.
So what Nate did last time is he actually cut the bag in half.
I did,
doing
but
it
in this
easy.
case, we're gonna reuse. No. We're reusing the bag, dude. Gotta go green. Gotta go green.
Right. I got mad at him cutting in my kitchen. Look at him. What are you doing in his kitchen?
Well, in your kitchen, it's your bag. I don't care.
Yeah, right.
Don't put it all the way at the bottom. Yeah, put it in the middle.
Off camera, he was just telling me how to slice chicken too, by the way.
All right. So, guys, when you're doing this, don't beat your
Beat your meat.
Don't beat your meat so hard you put a hole in it, Jeff.
Oh, he ruined it. He ruined it.
All right, next.
No, you want to get it as thin as you can without a hole.
Paper thin.
We believe in you, Jeff. You can do it.
Think it's gonna stick?
I've done 12 of these now. It's not gonna
Doesn't
stick.
stick.
Yeah.
Well, it helps it spread easier.
No, I can't put oil in there because then the chicken's not gonna stick to itself. All right, guys, we'll be back in 35 minutes.
Well, what do you think?
No, that's perfect. That's. I don't know if you
enough?
can get that on the camera, but that is what we're looking for. I don't know what would you. It's less than a 1/4 inch. What would you call that?
Eighth.
3/16.
A little over an eighth.
I'd say 3/8.
No.
So we have 3 different dimensions.
3 inches over a 1/4 inch.
Yeah, that's probably.
That's about an eighth of an inch.
Guys, you get the idea.
I know my fractions.
This is a French Canadian 2 inches.
Get back to work. As thin as you can get it. As thin as you can get it without tearing holes in it. All right. All right. So Jeff's finally done playing with his meat.
Beating his meat.
And now, since his hands are covered in chicken, we're gonna team up on this, right? So I'm not putting salt on these. Fresh cracked pepper, go with a healthy dosing, and a healthy dosing of dry oregano. That kind of brings out that Italian flavor.
Are you Italian again? That was disrespectful.
I didn't
I
say.
don't like how you said
I
that.
didn't say Italian. I said
Hey!
Italian.
Come on, Jeff.
So you guys can see I am definitely going heavy, but these are gonna sit in the sous vide bath for 2 hours. So
I think it's the first time we mentioned sous vide for this cook, is it not?
probably should have mentioned that at the beginning.
Yeah, we should talk about what the plan is, right?
The plan is they're going in the bath for 2 hours. Now, again, Jeff, you got to be on standby because you got chicken hands. You want the salami next to the chicken because the flavor from the salami is actually going to flavor the chicken. So we're going to do a full layer of Genoa. And you
know it's gonna be good.
You can actually, it doesn't have to be all inside the chicken. It's okay if it extends over the edge. It's not like a chicken cordon bleu, right, where it has to contain the cheese because we're using that provolone, which doesn't fully melt and get all runny.
Provolone.
Said the Italian.
That sounded so bad.
So I don't know how much Genoa this one. I think this was a little over a pound. So buy a lot because you'll be surprised how much you go through. Now, I don't mind throwing a little extra on.
Did you get it sliced extra thin? I can't really tell the way you're doing it.
No, I just got regular.
Regular stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Salami goes a long way.
So now, the provolone. Jeff, you're gonna be rolling in a second.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get any, from the deli, Chris, I didn't ask for any special thickness on this. I just got the regular. At least one layer, I do a little bit more. Who doesn't like a lot of cheese, right? And now, just for the heck of it, since we have extra salami.
I don't think I'm going to be able to roll this.
Are you critiquing my plan? Shut your pie hole and spread salami.
I wasn't here for the test.
Have faith. I'm just gonna use it all.
This is becoming a monster here.
Going ballistic, man.
Yeah.
If you guys know where I could hire a better sous chef, let me know. So here's what you're gonna do. Grab one, just roll it as good as you can. As good as you can. Chris, I am gonna need you to come in after that. And we got tricks, Jeff. It's kind of like when Chris did his burrito video and he overfilled it by like a factor of 7.
Still got it closed.
And he couldn't close it.
Got it closed.
Okay, so like I said, if you see what Jeff has done here, you got meat sticking out, you got cheese sticking out. That's okay. That's the beauty of this recipe. It's quick, easy. Start with foil. Try to pull it as you wrap it. When you get about 2/3 of the way up, we're gonna do a fold in, little push on the side, fold in, just move that over. Next, I always put the seam down, right? Try to get that tight. Little fold in, little push, fold in. It's like chicken hand grenades. So normally, like if this were a chicken cordon bleu, right? Show 'em.
Well, this isn't a good example.
Yeah,
No, that's a perfect example.
Focus, focus. All right.
So if that were a chicken cordon bleu, you'd be SOL, right? But in this recipe, that's okay. You gotta pan the camera up to Jeff's head to see if his brain's smoking from concentrating so hard.
Very tough stuff. Very tough. Tricky.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
All right, so that's the first trick. Here's the next trick, right? You gotta go plastic wrap.
Plastic.
More wrap.
So go with a healthy length of plastic wrap, put it in the middle, don't go all the way over, right? You don't want this piece to touch this piece. And then take your hand, place it in front, and you're gonna pull back and roll, and pull back and roll. And what you're doing is you're really squeezing the heck out of that roll, right? So I'm pulling back, stretching the stretch tight, stretching the saran wrap, right? Until I get close to the end, cut it, and I'm gonna grab this. You can see how I'm stretching that? Stretch that around. You wanna make this very, very tight, okay?
This is going to the sous vide this way?
We're gonna get there, Chris. We're gonna get there. Focus on holding the camera, Chris.
All right, I got
you
you.
have a
I
job
got
to
you.
do.
I
You
got
got
you.
one job.
Oh, it's getting heavy too.
All right, so now on the end, right? We're gonna twist these in and push in, right? We wanna compact this. We're gonna twist this one in the opposite way. And we're gonna keep tightening those. See, that's getting really tight, right?
Oh boy.
Yep.
Oh boy.
So we've
Balls left and right.
Oh boy.
we've created a chicken hand grenade.
Chris, shut up. Reused bag.
We can't go in there yet. What is with you guys?
I'm not using that bag.
We are reusing that bag.
Not for that.
Yes, we are. All right.
It's going in the same place.
If you didn't see it the first time,
That looks really good.
The technique.
Yeah?
You're making it waterproof, aren't you? Is that what you're doing?
he just doesn't want to wait to see what happens. It's like a little kid.
I need to know.
You're gonna see. All you guys are gonna see. In like 2 more chicken grenade wraps, you're gonna see the plan. So as much as Chris and Jeff are giving me a hard time about reusing the bag is still good. One thing about these, even though we squeeze the heck out of them, right, there is still some air in there. So before they go in the sous vide, I'm gonna grab a stack of spoons, 4 or 5 of them. put them in the bottom of the bag to weigh it down. And this answers your question, Chris. You thought I was gonna put them in just like this.
I did.
Yes, no. So they still go in a bag.
Raw chicken splatter all over it.
With raw chicken all over it, but it doesn't matter. Inside or outside, because the whole bag's going in, right?
That's gonna be tough to get the air out of.
That's what you think, but that's what the spoons are for. That's why you're tuning into the channel, to learn these tricks. Check it out. Get in here close. Just give it a little swish, lay it down. A little tap, tap, tap. I'm sorry, you were saying?
It's not bad.
So talk about your temperature, where you're at.
So we get the sous vide at 150.
4.6.
I'm sorry, 155. It's dropped down because I just put that in, and it's my sous vide is getting a little old, so it's not maintaining 155 exactly. It tends to float around 154.9. But
So far off.
2 hours at 155, and after 2 hours at 155, they're going right in the fridge, or you can do an ice bath and then the fridge to do a quick cool. But we'll be back after that.
So Nate's putting me to work. Jeff, yeah, get closer, Jeff. Please.
He's holding a knife, Jeff.
Anyway, Nate's putting me to work. These were in the bath for 2.5 hours?
2 hours.
2 hours?
155.
At 155,
And then we cooled them in an ice bath.
right away, as soon as he took them out, bang, he made a nice little ice bath. And now it's time to unwrap. Or try to unwrap, I should say.
Oh, you're good, Chris. You'll get it.
Nate's had practice at this.
What you want to be careful of is you want to be conscious that you don't pull apart the seam on the bottom, right? You just went through all this effort to get a nice tight roll. You don't want to unroll it as you're unwrapping it.
So far, so good, Nate. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
He's a pro. I do notice some chicken juice dripping off of that.
We're gonna wipe that up right now. Hold on.
Yeah.
So it's pretty wet. You just want to get that chicken juice, like I said, suck it up a little bit.
Yeah, so what happens is because we wrap it so tight, you can't get the, there's nowhere for the chicken juice to go. So when you cool it, it sort of sticks to the outside like a slime. So you gotta kind of get that slime off before you serve it. So paper towels are your friend.
Ice bath number 2. So we're just gonna open these up right now. Like this is not that bad, Nate.
Nah,
Chicken juice.
they're pretty solid. You know, it's not like you have to be gentle.
And that juice. And then we're gonna get them over on the cutting board. We'll get these all done and we're gonna cut them up.
Aren't they already on the cutting board?
They are on the cutting board and now we're gonna cut them up as soon as we're done unwrapping them, Jeff.
Okay, so while Jeff slices this up as carefully as he can, you guys, you know, we just had a little bit of side discussion about how to cut this. What you don't want to do is open up the seam, right? So if you press down on the knife too hard, it's going to open the seam. If you have the seam on the upside and you draw the knife back, it's going to open the seam. So you just want to be conscious of that. Try to keep them as spirals, right? So while Jeff does that, I'm going to do a little bit of a herb, sort of Gremolata, if you will. So sort of just some pureed herbs and olive oil to go on top of some of these. So predominantly, I'm using basil because I love fresh basil.
Yeah, so do I.
Oh, do you?
I do, of course.
All right. So we're going to use mostly fresh basil. We're going to use a little fresh flat leaf parsley.
Jeff, you're actually really...
Show him. Show him. Hey,
come on, man.
Turn it around. Show him.
Come on. Nothing to see
Nah,
here.
so that's what happens, right? I mean,
I wish you would keep playing. Yeah. Play it as you go.
They can open up. So with this, I do add a little bit of salt to this, right? Just to bring out the brightness of the vegetables. No, the brightness of the herbs, rather. And
A little bit of oil. Olive oil.
a little bit of olive oil. And then our favorite inversion blender.
The mixer. The mixer helper.
We want this to be thick, like not like a salad dressing. Surprised,
Left and right.
surprised you're as quiet as you are, Chris.
Is this thing on? That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. I hold like 3 of them.
I did want you to hold up the one that opened up to the camera.
Which one?
The one that you're gonna eat?
All right, so as you guys can see, we have these nice pinwheels sliced up. They stay together very well. The cheese is still inside, which is why we use the provolone. Or Chris, you can translate for us.
Provolone.
So now, to gild the lily a little bit, you saw me make the herb dressing. It's gonna go on top. I'm gonna do every other one because I did taste tests. I had Chris, who's behind the camera, taste tested. I had Jeff taste tested. I had the whole family taste tested. And it was an even split. Some of them liked these with nothing on them, and some of them liked them with herbs on them. So we're gonna make a platter here and just do half and half.
Great appetizer.
Great low carb app.
Yep.
So what I like to do, try to pile up this herb blend. I don't want it necessarily spilling over the side, right? It's not like a salad dressing. And Jeff is slicing up the pepperoncini, and each one of these is gonna get a slice when he gets around to it. A lot of concentration going on here. Jeff is not speaking.
Did I miss the part where you're skipping some?
Yeah, right? Every other one?
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Did you miss the part where you actually looked at it? No, you can put one of those on every single one. And this, by the way, this is just gonna become green goddess dressing because after we're done this video, we're gonna throw in more herb, a little bit more salt, a little bit more olive oil, just puree it up, put it in the fridge. Delicious.
What are you gonna eat it with?
Salad.
Nice.
Hurry up, Jeff.
Don't do it.
No, you don't like it when it happens to you, huh, Jeff?
What's the problem?
So for a little garnish here, guys, I threw some asparagus I had on the griddle a little earlier, just put a little color on it, cooled it in the fridge.
Wait, you used a griddle today?
I did use the
Just
griddle
not
today.
for this video?
Just not
Not for
no,
this
no,
video.
technically for this video,
all right,
Chris.
but it's not on film yet.
It's a garnish, not the meal, but it is a garnish.
At least the griddle guys used a griddle during a griddle video.
Oh, come on, man. You guys can reply to Chris in the comments. You all know you're looking at this thinking,
I like to have
wow, that's a pretty cool app. You guys see the beautiful platter. You've seen the work.
Trust me. Yeah.
You've seen the technique, right? So now how's it taste, the question, right? Is it worth the effort? Because, I mean, realistically, it's not a lot of ingredients, not a lot of effort, but it is a lot of time. So how does it taste, okay? Skinny over here is doing a ridiculous diet. It's paying off for him. You know, you can see he's skinnier. He did not eat a thing today. He did
Cheers
not.
to Jeff, he's killing it.
He didn't taste this. He didn't have a vegetable. All he's had is water the whole day.
Maybe
Chris
some-
and I have
Maybe some
tasted
Jack Daniels in there too, I don't know.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'll sum it up as if you eat it without the topping, without the herbs and without the hot pepper, it really tastes like salami, cheese, and chicken. You know, pretty basic.
It's a good
not,
mix.
It's not anything that's gonna blow you away. It's almost like a calzone without dough.
Yeah.
You know, flavorful. It's pretty light.
That's actually a good point, without the dough.
Yeah. Yeah. With the herbs, I taste mostly the herbs. My preference,
I concur.
I like the herbs.
I concur.
What do you like?
I kind of like it without the herbs. If I want to do a little bit of the herbs, I would do that. Just a little dip of it. I'd rather have a little dipping sauce with the herb. Because it takes away from the salami and the chicken. It's like too much herbs, if you ask me.
And you like the salami and chicken.
And I like the salami and chicken.
I like this stayed together. That's impressive.
Yeah.
That worked out good.
Oh yeah, it came out really good.
And Matt, who you just saw creeping in here, he just took a bite. And he said, Dad, it tastes like chicken. So,
Yeah. And actually the pepperoncini, excellent. That adds a lot. I like that with that.
but it is low carb or almost no carb, right?
Probably no.
Very, very low carb. It's pretty unique. I think you're gonna surprise your guests if you try it. So, you know, and if you have a sous vide, it's not hard to do.
It's a nice presentation too.
Yeah. Once again, as usual, we forgot to say like and subscribe.
Share. Please comment. Nate's
Yeah.
gonna get the comments this week.
But thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Cheers.
Cheers.